Rad Reelers, JC here with Rad Reeling Fishing. This is an off the reel episode, meaning we're not doing any fishing. Now, I started this playlist several years ago, made a couple of videos, got a lot of views, but YouTube just did not pay good money for videos that were not fishing related. So I put the whole idea aside. I thought if I'm going to spend 10, 15, 20 hours making a video, I need to make money. Well, fast forward 5 or 6 years now, the fishing channel is making more money when we do sponsored videos, and they help fund these traveling adventures, which was my original goal with this channel, was to travel more. So in this video, I traveled to Crystal River, Florida to fish with Florida Fishing Adventures Captain Louie Argiro. So I decided to stay for a few days since the business now can fund for me doing some extra activities whenever I travel. So in this video, I'm going around some different restaurants and seeing some of the attractions in Crystal River. That's what we're doing, guys. We're just bouncing around Crystal River, and I'm going to show you some of the different things that there are to do there. So let's get on with this awesome off the reel episode. Tonight, I'm going to head over to a restaurant called the Crab Plant. And I hear the locals are telling me it is a hot spot to go. I went to Seafood Sellers or Sellers Seafood last night. Incredible. I'm definitely going to hit that place again before I go, but let's go get some dinner.
Where would you like to go?
The Crab Plant restaurant. Guys, this is my first time being in Crystal River. I got an invite from a charter boat captain to come over here and shallow water grouper fish. We went out today and we hammered monster grouper in shallow water. Oh my gosh, the video is going to be absolutely stunning. If it's not already up, you guys, you got to see it whenever it gets up.
Turn at the stop sign, turn right.
Dude, looks like they're right down on the water too. Nice. This restaurant was recommended by 3 locals, so we're gonna go in here and see what it's like. Whole fried mangrove snapper with 2 sides, $18.95. The view from this place is right on the water. I want to get the trio. I get to try 3 different things. It's all gonna be fried, so you know it's gonna be good. Cheesy grits, we got grilled veggies, grouper, shrimp, and bay scallops. I'm digging in, man. Out of this world. Some grouper. I caught giant grouper today. I thought I was gonna have to wait to get a table. Yeah. The benefits of selling an e-bike, guys, you get to travel a little bit and eat nice, right? Just finished with dinner, guys. Oh, it was absolutely delicious. I'm gonna get a Crystal River sunset over here. It is the next morning. I'm staying at the Days Inn. Place is pretty nice. I did have to change room yesterday. There were some guys that came in and they were making all kinds of noise, started partying. They were literally smoking pot like 4 feet away from where my air conditioning vent was, and it was blasted in my hotel room. They cranked up the music. I'm like, you know what? I gotta move rooms. This is gonna go on all night. But I'm sitting here first thing in the morning. I am editing this video from fishing yesterday, and I don't know if I've posted this video yet or not, but look at all the pinfish he got in one. That's just one trap. He pulled like maybe 6 or 7 traps. So shallow water grouper fishing, it was absolute blast. I'm gonna take a break. They got a few different breakfast places here, and we're gonna head over to a local place. Literally, there's a Denny's in the place where I'm staying, and we're gonna head over to the Biscuit Barn, get a little bite to eat. My kids get me the coolest shirts, right? Beautiful Southwest Florida day, guys. It's gorgeous out here. One minute away. I think we'll just back it in. Turn on the backup camera. You didn't know Toyota Tundras 2000 came with backup cameras, did you? Was a very easy installation. It works through a Bluetooth connection. So I just put the camera, attached it with a couple screws, And then the screen, there's a wire that runs along the dash. It plugs in down there. Patriotic, guys. Lots of American stuff around here. I'm a true American. In the patriotic section. Oh look, we the people. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to breakfast, guys. I get the good old standby, 2 eggs over easy, bacon and toast. And I went ahead and got order of biscuits and gravy, since it is the Biscuit Barn. Thick cut bacon. All right, I just was driving here and I saw a sign for a state park. I need to go walk off that breakfast. All right, guys, I finally made it over here to the Crystal River Preserve Park. I think the problem is I came here at the right time of year to go shallow water gag grouper fishing. That was my goal. But I planned on staying for a few days and kind of exploring the area. And the thing is like the water temperature and everything is warming up. And I got a feeling the manatees are probably starting to move out of the springs. And I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I'm going to go explore the springs while I'm here. I got a feeling I'm going to be coming back to Crystal River again, definitely. I like this area. The fishing was phenomenal. Look at these old oak trees. Old palmettos. I mean, this is your Florida, South Florida area, typical woods, right? You got palmettos, you got oak trees. I'm sure there's probably some pine trees around here somewhere. Russell, oh jeez, dang it. I felt something on my hand, some freaking bug was stinging me. It's starting to get quiet back here now. No bear spray, no mace, no 9mm. All I have are these guns right here and my lethal weapons. I used to work out. I used to do a lot of kickboxing. I worked out consistently for about 3 years doing that. I thought I was some bad, oh dude, oh my God, okay. Bugs are starting to get me. Gotta pick up the pace. If I lived in Crystal River, I would take this walk right here. I'm not very good at this, just walking around looking and talking about random things. Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge headquarters, that's where we are. The origin of the mermaid. Yee, it's kind of gruesome. Look at the size of that bone. But look at that picture of the mangrove snappers. It's made with like seahorses and turtles and birds and butterflies. All right, guys, I have found Kelly's. Everybody said it was the Irish pub, but it's actually called the Half Shell Pub. Nice looking place. Let's check out the menu. So if you're into oysters, you can get 3 oysters for $12. The special oysters, they got half a dozen here for $15, or you can get like 6 for $26. These are covered with lobster, Parmesan cheese, garlic, chili, truffle oil, onion oil. Anytime there's something I don't know how to pronounce it, I know it's fancy. That's why you're paying $26 for a half a dozen oysters. Scuttered shrimp, tendered crispy shrimp, tossed in garlic sauce, chili, Captain Jack's calamari, teriyaki sprouts, lobster fries. Alright guys, they brought out my 1 pound of peel and eat shrimp. I got on my plastic gloves so my hands don't turn orange. Look at this napkin. It is just saturated with butter. She said they steam cook them, and they must steam cook them in butter. They are so tender and delicious. Amazing shrimp. Hi guys, shepherd's pie has been served. I can never make it taste this good, not with my recipe. Woo! Outstanding. Shepherd's pie was good. I mean, authentic shepherd's pie. I never had that before. Big heavy rain shower just dumped for like 2 minutes. All right guys, Three Sister Springs is right down the street. That's not bug spray. It's 85 degrees out here right now. Just had one of the local volunteers. She was kind of laughing at me like, are you lost? You took the odd way, I think she said. Anyway, these are the sister springs here. Yeah, she was encouraging me to come back during the winter, you know, like around December probably. See, there are literally like 200 manatees packed in here. She said it's an unbelievable sight. So nice. All right, well, this is the boardwalk. There's 3 big mullet right there. Yeah, it would be quite the sight to come here during the winter and see just 200 manatees packed in here. I see like a little bluegill down there, tilapia or something. See what we have at this little stop area. Yeah, so this is another spring over here. Then you can tell where it's deeper. That must be where the cooler water comes out. Guys, look at how blue that water is, man. Wow. It looks so refreshing. What have I got to do? Am I going to get on my swimsuit and go get a kayak or what? Manatees, the spring water temperature is about 72 to 74 degrees year-round, which provides manatees an important thermal refuge in the winter. This marine mammal cannot tolerate water temperatures below 68 degrees for extended periods of time. So an interesting thing that she said to me is when those manatees come in here, she said that they just sleep most of the time, because I was asking her, I mean, you're seeing here, there's not vegetation, right? Not much vegetation. And I'm like, well, what do they come in here with full bellies when they come in here? And she was like, yeah, she said they just come in here and they sleep. Which makes sense, because when I was in Salt Springs, which I'll put a link to that video down below when I was crabbing, I had manatees all around my kayak. And many of them weren't even moving. And I thought at that time, they must be asleep. Wait, yep, there's one up there. As a kid, we used to catch bees with a jar and a lid. And they'd land on the flowers and we'd catch them. Bonk! The lady I was talking with, she said, this entire spring area is maintained by volunteers. I'm hungry now. Let's go get some lunch. You got a bar area over there. Nice restaurant. Oh, Louisiana style bull crawfish, $4.50. Ooh, crawfish alligator mac and cheese. Yeah, fried green tomatoes, black and ahi tuna, blue crab claws. I like it when I can read and I know what the menu is, no fancy words. Seafood gumbo, Yankee chowder, French onion soup. You know I gotta try that one, right? That's a pound of crawfish. It looks like more than that. There's our mac and cheese. This has the gator sausage and also crawfish in it. I'm looking forward to tasting that. And then we have the jambalaya. Guys, that is the best. That is the best mac and cheese I've ever had in my life right there. Several people I talked to said this is their #1 pick to go and eat, and I see why. I ate there twice. Phenomenal. Highly recommended. Come on in, we are open. Is most of what has been found here related to Indians, or?
They're Native Americans, yes. There's a Native American mounds. There's 2 burial mounds, 2 midden mounds, which is a fancy archaeological word for trash mounds, and 2 temple mounds here.
I mean, look at this. These date back to 5,000 to 7,000 years before Christ. I mean, our time period is AD. We're 2,024 years after his death. 5,000, 7,000 years before Christ. It's just, that amazes me. Wow. Indian tools, scrapers, bone awls. Look at that. They had drills, man. Hammerstones. It's just amazing. Prehistoric dugout canoe. Not much left of that. What is that? Oh, that's a loggerhead, a turtle skull. Min area. In this area, more than 1,000 years ago, people built their homes, raised their families, made tools, and prepared meals. All this human activity created a midden or built-up area made of bits and pieces of their everyday lives. So you got a big mound here, and you get a big mound here. We're not allowed to go over there, but look at this. Huh. All right, let's see what we got here. A view from the top. Main Mound A. Much like an arena or a stadium in a big city, Mound A served as a symbol of grandeur that would impress visitors to this site. From the flat top of the mound, public performances, speakers, or ceremonies would have been on display to those below, while also providing those on the mound with a commanding view of the surrounding area. Unlikely building blocks. At around 28 feet tall, Mound A would have been a big construction project no matter when it was built. Scientists estimate that it is made of about, oh my gosh, 3,117,901 cubic feet of shell. That's about 256,372 bushels or baskets full. If a community of 50 to 100 people were at the Crystal River site, piled up 36 baskets of shells a day, it would have taken 7,202 days, or more than 19 years, to build a mound this size. Well, okay. I would say one of their main diets was definitely oysters. They probably cooked them all different kinds of ways. So let's head up here and, dude, this is gonna be way up here. Wow, 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 wow. Check out that Florida mountain view. Right now I am on top of a magnificent, huge pile of oysters that took like 20 years. Well, if their estimates were right on how many people and how many bushels, boggles my mind. I mean, just boggles my mind that this entire mountain up here that I am on is a pile of oysters. And that they would have built some type of steps or something that they could get up here on the very top, the flattened out part. It's just like carry their bushels up here to dump their oysters out. A long way down. Learning from what's left. Mound A stood intact for over 1,000 years until developers bulldozed 2/3 for use as landfill in the late 1950s. So this is the original size. It was like twice as big as this. Have you ever visited a cemetery? The mounds and raised features here are a graveyard for Native Americans who buried their dead at this site 1,000 to 3,000 years ago. The large central mound contains the graves of people buried with gifts, showing they had contact with places and people from far away, or may have themselves come from distant places. Some special objects buried with the people in the central mound were made from meteoric iron, copper, quartz crystal, mica, and other exotic materials that are not found in Florida. Their style of design points to connections to Native American cultures in present-day Ohio. Apparently this is a burial mound here. Oh, this is a temple stage. Flat top mound and plaza. Imagine watching a sermon, speech, or performance atop the mound in front of you as you stand among members of your family and community in the flat open plaza. Native peoples use this 12-foot high platform mound and the plaza or open space behind you for rituals and festivals. 3,000 years ago, the audience of Native Americans were gathered out here, and the fires and the rituals and the banging on the drums and the burning of the white man. My standard for a barbecue place is they gotta have good sides, like outstanding sides. Just about anybody can cook some good barbecue. They got real pit grilling going on here. Come on in and watch your step. Barbecue's barbecue. If their food is half as good as it smells, yes sir, we're gonna be all about it. Yeah, it smells delicious in here. And they have a salad bar, which that's kind of unheard of after COVID, but apparently I hardly ever hear about anybody getting COVID anymore, so salad bars are back in. I hardly even blinked my eyes and my food came out. Collard greens, chicken, ribs, and garlic bread. It's looking pretty tasty. And you got more sauces over here than you can shake a stick at. Rump roast or barbecue sauce. Let's try this one. And what was the other one? Tractor grease. That's some beautiful smoky goodness right there. Those are some delicious ribs. Yeah. Nothing fancy to write home about. Just collards. Barbecues was a hit, you guys. Absolutely delicious smoked barbecue. Yes, sir. The chicken was about the same as what you get at Sonny's, but the ribs were phenomenal. Oh, they had delicious smoked flavor. Tender St. Louis ribs. Nice. All right, well, let's get out of here. Let's head home. All right, if you enjoyed this venture, please give a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. I had a great time exploring the area and making this video for you guys to watch, and we'll probably be doing more videos like this in the future whenever I travel into different areas and I decide to stay for a few days. All right, thumbs up are appreciated. Everybody, get out there and go fishing, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya!